Good evening and welcome to Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with our special guest, Kendra Moore. How are you doing, Kendra?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I can't complain. Hey, before we get started, though, I got to pay homage to my sponsor here, the A Game. It's a 30-second commercial, and I'm going to let them tell you exactly who they are. And here they go, the A Game.
This is A Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A Game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Hey, and it takes me out that last part of the commercial. Oh my God, but hey, it is what it is. Again, that's the A Game. If you want your free sample of the A Game, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. Get your A Game for the vitality, energy, strength, and libido, and it also improves your immune system. And at the time like this, we definitely need that in your life. So again, that is the A Game, 302-723-2836. Now, how you doing today, Kendra? Well, this evening, I said, Mom say this evening. I'm still trying to adjust to the light, getting dark so fast now. It's like driving me crazy, but because it's starting to get dark around 5 o'clock. I can't stand it. So how are you doing today?
I can't complain. It's a little cold out. I'm adjusting to the cold. That's what my southern blood, after being up here for 20-something years, still don't get down with all this cold weather.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, and listen, I've been here all my life, and I still can't stand it, so I understand exactly where you're going. I love the summer. Yeah, I love it hot. The hotter, the better. They can keep the humidity, but I do love the heat. So, again, I'm with you. So, we're on the same page with that one. So we're going to get right into it, Kendra. Just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Sure. So I'm a single mom, number one, and I'm mother of a 13-year-old son that keeps growing and growing and growing. So taller.
They don't stop. Go ahead.
They don't stop. So, but that's good. I'm blessed. He's a good kid. I am also the owner operator of an all natural skincare company called More Life LLC. Okay. So I started that about 3-4 years ago. And for that company, my dream was really to bring high quality natural wellness solutions at an affordable price. So that is and it also involves like educating people on products and the thing specifically with my products, again, really high quality ingredients. And I use essential oils, really high quality essential oils to help both. People love the smell of essential oils, but I also know the health benefits. So I incorporate that in as well. So that's what I work full time as well. So I am a busy lady.
I hear that.
I love it.
Awesome. Now, how did you get into, essential oils? Because, was it some type of medicine where you put it like this? We have plant medicine and then we have the Western medicine. Can you break that down and tell us the different benefits of having the essential versus the Westernized medicine?
Yeah, absolutely. So, for me, I got into it because my son was always on a nebulizer every time the seasons change. And he ended up at like the children's hospital more than a few times. And of course, those are like scary situations. One time we were on vacation and he got super, super sick. I didn't bring his nebulizer. And so I took him to a natural wellness place. Thank God that was right down from where we were staying. Wow. And the lady prescribed a bunch of things. And one of the things was an essential oil chest rub. And so I used that on him. And the next morning he was like up and ready to go to the beach. Wow. And I thought he was lying just to get to the beach, but he, watched him for a couple of hours. He was good. We went to the beach. And then when I got back, I was really curious about the role that essential oils play because I'm just used to them smelling good. You know, I used to always go to Aveda, store in the mall, and I loved the way it smelled, but I didn't really realize they had a lot of health benefits. So I started studying, and then from there, I got certified as an essential oils coach. Started switching a lot of stuff in our house to plant-based things and essential oil-based things. And when I tell you his allergy reactions, his respiratory issues and stuff, I mean, it dramatically improved. So that's what got me interested. And the thing that I learned when it came to Western medicine versus what they say alternative medicine or natural medicine, although it's not alternative because it's been around. So it's been around since like before BC. So it's not, you know, nothing new. It's just new to us. But but the thing with natural medicine is that if you think about how complex the body is, and when we think about like our cells in our body, they have each one cell has like thousands of protein receptors in it. And in order for a cell to be healthy, all of these receptors, which are linked to each other, they have to talk to each other. And the thing with the natural plant medicine, what it can do with what Western medicine cannot do is that it can interact with multiple different types of those receptors. So usually when we do our medicine, Western medicine, I should say, it's only targeting one receptor. So if you have pain, it's going to target the specific pain receptor. Whereas natural medicine is more like synergistic. So I think of it like, remember those toys when you were a kid? And it's like the box and it had like a circle and a star and a square and you had to fit the things in there. So yeah, Western medicine would be like fitting one circle into that and that's it. Whereas natural medicine, automatically, it's like fitting in the stars and the diamond and all of those shapes, you know, in our body. So it's pretty cool.
You know what? I want to go back to a question that you said earlier. You're talking about oils. Now, I notice a lot of essential oils, you can get them everywhere.
Yes, you can.
I just got a question. Is there a good essential oil and a not so good essential oil?
There is a good and a not good essential oil.
And how can you tell that difference?
Oh, if you're buying it at 5 and below, it's not good. I can tell you that right now. So here's the thing. So the essential oil industry is not regulated by the FDA. So that means people can actually, I think you only need 10% of an actual oil in order to call it 100% pure. So that means manufacturers can just fill it with other things.
Wow.
So the way that I recommend for people to tell good and non-good oils is one, look at where you're buying it from. And I mean, not to be like that, but if you're buying it at 5 and below, it's not a pure essential oil. I think even in Walmart, they have, some of them have essential oils for $5. Everything's $5. That's not a good oil. So pricing is one thing.
Okay.
Because if you think about how oils are made, they require so much processing from the plants that costs a good amount of money. So that's one way. The other way is the company itself. So I always tell people, if you see essential oil that you're interested in, don't make it an impulse purchase. Take a picture of the bottle, go research the company, and you want to make sure when you go to that company's website, they give you information about how the plants are grown. You know, you want like organic, if you can get organic. You know, they talk about like the quality systems that they have in place. So I always look for that as well. So those two quick tips.
Awesome. And another thing also that came to my mind, and I wrote this down, is when you talk about essential oils, where do they come from? Like, let's just say the peelings, the roots, skin, you know, of the host or the source where it's coming from. Where does that oil come from?
It comes from all of that. So depending on the oil, depending on the plant, I should say. So depending on the plant or the tree, you can get essential oils. Your citrus essential oils like lemon, grapefruit, orange, tangerine essential oil. That comes from the peel of the fruit. You have your floral oils like lavender, jasmine, geranium, rose. That comes actually from the petals. And actually rose essential oil. If you think about how much it is to buy a dozen roses, right? If you imagine like a full room of roses only produce like, let's say like a small bottle of essential oil. So real rose essential oil will cost you for a bottle, maybe 15 milliliters, around like $70 to like $200 for that.
Oh.
So, and then you also have essential oils that come from the leaves. So if you think about peppermint, eucalyptus, that comes from the leaves of essential oil. Rosemary, for example, I know that's a popular one. And then lastly, you also have the bark of the tree and some roots itself. So the bark of the tree oils would be like frankincense and myrrh, sandalwood, these types of woodsy. And the cool thing is depending on where that oil comes from, the part of the plant, really helps you to identify the potential benefits of that oil. So, for example, if you think about like the floral oils, and you think about how things smell in nature, like bees are attracted to lavender and rose, those oils are typically used to attract each other. You know, so you may find them in perfumes and body washes, you know, that kind of thing. Trying to think of, and your frankincense one, a lot of people use it for healing. So that's a big popular healing one, internal healing, as well as like meditation.
Right.
And the cool thing about those types of oils is that when you tap like a tree for sap, for example, you tap the tree and that's actually a wound to the tree. And so the sap is produced to cover that wound up and actually help that tree to heal. And so the boswellia tree is the tree that's used for frankincense. So they tap that tree and they like injure the tree and it produces sap. And then that sap is what's used to produce oil. So the benefit for us is it, just like it protects the tree and helps the tree to heal, it kind of seeps into us and then helps our body heal as well. So it's pretty cool depending on the uses.
And if you think about it too, like, you know, if we injure ourselves, you know, our blood, you know, the blood of course flows and then it clots.
Exactly.
So the same concept. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Now I know this might be a crazy question, but we were just talking about frankincense and myrrh and stuff like that. Let's just say now sometimes I'll get body oils, you know, frankincense and myrrh from a body oil. Is that different than essential oil?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, it is different. So what I tell people is look at the ingredients on the bottle. The ingredients on the bottle should actually say essential oil.
Essential
so
oil.
If it's saying body oil, they might have infused that oil with like created a mix that smells like frankincense, but it doesn't actually have to be frankincense essential oil. So yeah, it depends. You got to look at the bottle. So, you know, unfortunately you have people who, you know, just do things and try to recreate the smells and smell it and give it out to people or have people buy it. And which is fine as long as you're being transparent. So that's my view. So yeah.
All right, I was just wondering about that because I was getting that confused because I have a lady that makes soaps for me and she uses milk and essential oils. So I'm thinking, okay, well, some of my body oils say essential oils, but you know, I didn't know how, I guess, pure of an essential oil it was. You understand what I'm saying? So like, you know, patchouli, you know, like you said, frankincense, and she makes this soap and it's patchouli and frankincense all in all. You know,
that is like
right, and she uses goat milk to make it, and it's just it's awesome. When I see you next time, I'll slide you a bar.
Thank you. Yeah,
because you'll definitely love the soap. You know, and you know, so I do want to give a shout out to some people who are on here listening. I don't want to want them to think I'm ignoring them. We got Izzy Meditates, my partner in crime. She says, "Hey, Larissa." Well, she's saying hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi to everybody that's on the feed. But what's up, Izzy? Also saying hi to Sharonda King and my man Breon Nichols says, "What up, y'all? What's going on, Breon?" Izzy,
Community love.
Hey, Breon, what's going on? Larissa Mills says, "Hey," and Breon, he's waving at everybody. And then we have Matthew Kelly. I have used her product, and they are excellent. So thank you, Matthew Kelly. For telling us that. Thank you for telling us that, Matthew. I appreciate that. That was awesome. I'm glad you said that. And that was just, that's awesome. So
yeah. Thank you for the love.
Yes, indeed. Thank you for that. Also, Sharonda King says Izzy meditates. Hello, and Dawn Lee Thomas, she's in the building. She says, "Good evening. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Thanks for tuning in. We definitely appreciate it." And again, we're talking about essential oils. So if anybody has a question about essential oils, please, this is the person to tell you. Like I said, let me brag about you a little bit because I have.
Oh boy.
Because I just want everybody to know you're certified in this stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can see the certification in Essential Oil Institute, and you also partner with the American Association of Drugless Practitioners.
Yeah.
So that's a great deal. And you also have helped clients you improve their skin conditions such as eczema, respiratory issues such as congestion, muscle aches, pains, libido, mental focus, alertness, and clarity. So again, you definitely know what you're doing, and you're good at what you do, and this is your profession. Now I'm going to go back a little bit because we were just talking about where you get the oils from and how you get them from the skins, the roots, so on and so forth. Is there any particular fruit, or let's say root, that is not real that you can't get an essential oil for that they actually have an imitation instead of the real deal?
Yeah. So thank you for asking me that, because it's really important. I feel like people kind of get bamboozled a little bit. So for example, if you apple, so there's a lot of scents with apple shampoos, conditioners. Apple does not produce enough essential oils to make it worthy of producing on a mass scale. The other ones I would say that's popular are like a banana type of smell, like a watermelon type of smell, like things that are super, super fruity. Now, again, it's mostly your citrus fruits that produce an essential oil. So things outside of that, a lot of them don't produce essential oil. And what I tell people is, when you go and buy a product, and especially if you have allergy issues, if you have skin issues like dermatitis or eczema, dry skin, you really want to take a look at the products that you're putting next to your skin. So if you think about like your detergent for your clothes, along with the harsh chemicals that are probably in there, if you're not buying something that's not harsh, let's take your typical Tide, for example. Then you might have it advertised like Tide with lavender. That lavender is synthetic lavender most of the time, and you can just turn the back around and look and see if that smell, if the fragrance says essential oils. And if it doesn't say essential oils, it's synthetically made, and you may be having an allergic reaction to that. One thing I wanted to say real quick, just on the fragrance, because I know a lot of people have skin issues. And when it comes to when you're looking at a product and you look at the back and it says fragrance, right? We see a lot of these on our, again, shampoos, dishwashing detergents, hand soaps, yada, yada, it says fragrance. One thing that people don't understand is in that one word fragrance can be hundreds of different chemicals in there. So, before I studied essential oils, I used to think I would see fragrance and say, oh, okay, that has, lemon in it. And that's not the case. So because companies say that, oh, our fragrance is proprietary, the FDA doesn't require them to list out all the chemicals that they group as fragrance. So that's the other thing that I, want people to be aware of, especially if you're dealing with skin issues and respiratory issues.
Okay.
Because a lot of people have, like, the room sprays, aerosols, even your plugins, especially if you have them in your car, all of that. If you, your kid, or whoever has respiratory issues, then I would recommend against using those types of things.
Okay. And yeah, that's that. Let me ask you a question too, because you said something about, chest congestion and stuff of that nature. The Vicks. Okay, let's say the Vicks.
Yes.
I can't say it. Eucalyptus, or however you say it.
Eucalyptus, yeah.
Now, is that a natural? Because it's in Vicks, is that natural? Is that a natural?
So the thing with Vicks is that it is Vicks, actually, if I recall correctly, they do list essential oils as part of the formula.
Okay.
In particular, what I don't care about Vicks is that their base is like petroleum base.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so that petroleum base, just like people, use Vaseline, which uses petroleum jelly. And what that does is when you put it on your skin, it makes your skin feel soft. But what it's actually doing is our skin is constantly attracting moisture as well as releasing moisture. And because of the petroleum, the thickness of it, it traps that moisture in there, which makes your skin feel soft. But then what happens over time, it causes buildup, and your skin doesn't breathe right. So what I tell people, is if you can, put down the Vicks and pick up some, for example, coconut oil, and drop some eucalyptus, drop some peppermint. You have rosemary, lavender is also good for your respiratory system, and rub that together and then rub it on. So that's what I, did a lot for my son after I transitioned from the nebulizer. Instead of one like that, rubbed it on his chest, rub it on his back, especially where, if you imagine where your lungs are in your front, and opposite that on the back, and also rubbed it on his neck and his feet. Okay. And so that works. So that's what I would recommend.
Yeah, a lot of people, I'm telling you, the bottom of your feet, like the CBD oil and stuff like that, I had some of that, and I rubbed that on, and it actually gets to your bloodstream for real. And it really puts you out, so that's some good stuff. But the feet, that's very important. A lot of people don't understand how important the feet is. So we got some questions here for you.
Sure.
Meditate says, are there any essential oils that can help with nausea or acid reflux symptoms?
Yeah, so with nausea, definitely peppermint essential oil is a good one, as well as ginger. So there is ginger essential oil, and you think about ginger. People drink a lot of ginger tea for those issues. So those are the two that I would recommend for both of those. Acid reflux symptoms, I wouldn't know about the acid reflux symptoms. That's something that I can look up and get back to you, because what makes that tricky is when you're talking about like reflux things, some essential oils can actually trigger that. So you wouldn't want to use, like, for example, I think a cinnamon type of oil would actually like trigger that and not help it. So, but definitely for the nausea, I would recommend peppermint, and I would definitely recommend ginger.
Okay, there you go, Izzy. That's your answer there. And we got another one from Dawn Lee Tom, and she says, where can I purchase her products?
Thank you, Dawn. My products can be purchased at www.more-life.com.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it up there, so don't even worry about it. I'll put it up there.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So, also we have. I think you answered Will's question, my other partner, Crime. He says, "Good evening. I have respiratory hypertension. What would you suggest I use?" And I think we talked about. I don't know if you said everything, but I know we talked in that area. So
yeah, one thing I would add for the respiratory hypertension, you might want to use a milder essential oil like lavender and rosemary, as opposed to eucalyptus and the peppermint. So lavender and rosemary are a little bit calmer because I'm looking at the hypertension part. So again, I don't want something that aggravates that. So that's what I would recommend that could support your body in doing that.
Okay.
And helping with those systems.
All right. Well, you know your stuff. So I got a question for you because I my family, we suffer from eczema. And actually, I'm gonna be honest, like I changed my water system in my house. I have a soft watering system now where you know, it also gives us alkaline water and all that stuff. So it filters it and plus makes it soft.
Okay.
I notice when I take showers, let's say if I'm aware of something, I can tell the difference because the water is so hard on me. But anyway, a lot of that water, it helped because it took a lot of my eczema away. But sometimes I still get patches here and there, you know what I mean, eczema. So if I came to you hypothetically speaking and said, hey, Kendra, you know, I have eczema, what would you suggest, you know, for my eczema? What type of water?
I would suggest a couple of things. One, so we have your essential oils, but then you also have what's called carrier oils. Those carrier oils are like your coconut oil, rose oil. I forget the other ones, but they're the ones that are often used in massage oils as a base. And what I would recommend is, I was thinking avocado oil. That's another really good one for the skin, and jojoba oil. And so what I would recommend is doing a blend of, you have your shea butter as well. So you have shea butter, like shea butter and lavender. Now you're going to hear lavender come up a lot, and frankincense. So if you have frankincense, that's excellent. The lavender and frankincense, if you don't own any other oils, I tell people
down, because I have both, but I'm gonna write it down. Yeah. That's good to know.
Yeah, if you don't have any other oils and you just want to buy one oil, I would say either buy lavender or buy frankincense. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of oils. Like all the chemical constituents in that oil, it tackles a lot of things. Skin conditions. You can actually take lavender essential oil, and I do that sometimes, and you can put it on a cotton ball and just use it as an astringent on your face. You know, so, and help, you know, clear your skin. For eczema, that's one that you can put directly on your skin. But I would mix that with a carrier oil, like coconut oil, and then put that on your skin. Shea butter, like I said, is also a great healing one. Coconut as well. So, and frankincense, again, it's another like Swiss Army knife of oils. Rosemary essential oil is also very good for that. I would stay away from harsh oils like lemon, peppermint, cinnamon. There are certain oils when you smell them, if you smell it and you get like a strong reaction, that's one that I wouldn't necessarily put on your skin. If you have eczema, you know, because you don't want to aggravate. Chamomile as well. That's another good one. Yeah. So you're looking for anti-inflammatory properties.
Okay, and I got one more question for this for me personally. I use a lot of natural soaps. Now I know soaps, you still have to put, I think, lye in them to harden it up to a certain degree. I'm not sure. I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't make soaps.
Okay.
But I will say that some soap companies don't put in lye for that reason.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So there's definitely some that I've seen that don't put in lye.
Okay.
For that reason. Yeah.
All right. We got another question for you. Jane Kelly says, what can I use for bug bites?
All right. So for bug bites, what you would use is tea tree oil.
Okay.
So tea tree oil is really great for bug bites. It's also great for anti-inflammatory properties. The other oil I would use, again, lavender, because that helps to soothe it. What tea tree is like an antiseptic, so it helps to clean that area as well. So that's the one thing that I would recommend for bug bites. Now, to keep the bugs away from you, I would use lemongrass essential oil. So what I tell people in like the summertime, if you have lemongrass essential oil, you can drop some in like a water bottle, like a small water bottle, carry it with you and just spritz it on you. So, you know, a lot of people are familiar with citronella.
Yeah.
right? So citronella candles. Citronella is actually a blend of different species of lemongrass.
Wow.
So that's actually what it is. And in nature, lemongrass keeps away, the harmful bugs that'll, eat it, prevent it from growing. So that's why citronella is used. There is citronella essential oils that you can find as well. And that's just a blend of different species of lemongrass. But if you have lemongrass, that's a good one to help keep the bugs away.
Okay. All right. Cool. That was a good question too, because them bugs do kill you, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
And it got worse this year. It looks like the darn mosquitoes turned into some type of, I don't know, off breed.
Monster.
Yeah, it's like they got stripes on them and everything now. So
Now,
Transformers or something. I don't know.
one thing I want to add to the bug bites, because I actually use this. If you have when it gets like a lot of rain, I usually start like getting ants around like my fireplace.
Yeah.
So what you can do is actually take cinnamon essential oil and drop it, and they will stay away from that area.
Wow, that's
so yeah. So cinnamon, and you can use even cinnamon from your cabinet. If you have an ant issue, you can sprinkle that around. The only thing is that's a little messy to clean up. Cinnamon leaves a color, but yeah, since we're talking bugs,
because I have that problem too up here. I'm surrounded by woods, so a lot of times I'll have, I guess in the spring, and it was backwards this year because it used to come in the spring. I used to have ants that used to come around for some reason. They used to be able to come to the front door. So now I'm glad you told me that. But that's good. Okay, some cinnamon. Okay, I'm gonna start using that.
Try some cinnamon. That's good for that.
Now I keep hearing you talk about the blending of oils, right? You keep saying blend. Is there any and I'm not saying you're a scientist or nothing. I'm gonna just,
no, not that.
All right, like let's go back. Like, how do you know how much to mix? Let's say, give me an example of something that you will put together. I don't know.
All right. So let's take, I do a lot of respiratory blends, especially this time of year. So what I do is depends on the person. So I would blend eucalyptus, peppermint, rosemary. Now, if it's an adult, I know peppermint is a very strong oil. When you smell it, it's just like strong.
Yeah.
So whatever drops that I do, if I do 4 eucalyptus, 3 rosemary, then I would do 2 peppermint because it's so strong.
Right, I got
you. The other thing is if I'm making a chest rub, for example, for a child, for that I would use less peppermint. And instead of eucalyptus, I might put in lavender because most people, when they're rubbing it on their kids, it's at night, right? So lavender is good, to help them calm down, and it's good for your respiratory system. I've done some pain relief type of muscle pain type of blends, and in that it depends on the type of pain that people have. Some people have I can't say that word, neurological pain.
There you go. You got
it. Versus muscle pain. So, it just depends. But what I tell people is you really can't mess it up. Start small. Just do 1 drop of each. And then if you I really like the smell of jasmine, that's not coming through. Just add another drop of jasmine. So it's part art, part science. Depending on what you're using it for.
Okay, cool. That was awesome. All
right. Experiment.
I got one more for you too, but before that, I got somebody else right here. Jane Keller says, "What does it take to become certified?"
Okay, so there's different certification courses out there. I went to the Essential Oil Institute because that is headed by Dr. Josh Axe, and a lot of people in the natural world. He's very well regarded just because he's not just essential oils, but also all natural things. So he understands the synergy of things. So for that, I had to do an online class. It was many hours, and in order, you had to pass tests along the way, and then there was a final exam. So I would recommend, if anyone is interested, to I would recommend the Essential Oil Institute, but there's also some other ones out there as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just looking at how to use the essential oils, but you get down into the chemistry of essential oils, and that knowledge is what allows you to create different blends for people. Be a little bit more astute at that.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. That was a good question. I hope I'm saying your name right, either Gene or John. Let me know. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. I don't want to mess nobody's name up. I'm good for that. I'm known for that. I apologize. I'll get it right. Hey, I do have a question, and I have a cousin. She suffers from migraine headaches. Have anything that maybe will help with the migraine?
Yeah. So migraines are tricky because it depends on the source of the migraine headache. I would say for ones that are stress relief, like if she experiences it when she's under a lot of stress, I would, of course you have your peppermint essential oil. So that's the most popular one that's used for headaches.
Okay.
The other ones that are helpful would be like a light citrus one, like orange would be one, because orange is like a mood uplifter as well. One of the things that people don't realize is when you're smelling essential oils, what it does is it's actually interacting with what's called your olfactory system that's around your nasal area.
Oh, okay.
And there's like receptors there, and those receptors shoot signals to your brain. And then your brain, then depending on the makeup of that oil, will then cause your body to react a certain way. So, related to your cousin, even if she had peppermint oil and she just smelled it out of the bottle, that can provide some relief. She can also mix it maybe with a little bit of, for her, I might do like shea butter and a little bit of drops, and then that'll actually help it stay in like the temple area.
Okay.
That and a cool towel, so that's what could help.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that.
And I like telling people oils that are easy to find. You know.
Okay.
So there's definitely hundreds and hundreds of oils out there, but I want to drive people to the ones that are easy to find.
Easy to find. I got you.
Yeah.
All right, and we got another question. Izzy says, "Are there essential oils to support or help boost the immune system?"
That's a great question. There are. So a lot of your bark-based essential oils. So again, we're thinking about frankincense and myrrh.
Right.
Sandalwood has a sweet smell. So I don't know if people would really
sandalwood. I love
sandalwood is super, super sweet. So, and you only need a little bit of that.
Okay.
So those will help. And honestly, the thing with essential oils that makes them so cool, why I love them, is because they are so complex that if you use almost any of them, you will get, it does help your body. Most of them support your immune system.
Wow.
Most of them are majority of them are antiseptic. So you can use them for like cuts and scrapes and these types of things. So I would stick with those with that, like a frankincense, a myrrh, a sandalwood. Trying to think of any others. But yeah, those are the ones I would pick.
All right, awesome. That's awesome stuff here. I mean, I love this. Tiffany Fuller says, "I love this kind of stuff."
Oh, yay, Tiffany! She's my fellow oiler. That's what we're called. Oilers.
Okay, cool. Thanks for Tiffany. We definitely appreciate it. Definitely
thank you.
It. And Dawn Lee Thomas says, "Thank you for the information. Very helpful."
Yes,
thank you for tuning in, Dawn. Appreciate you. She's a big supporter here at Feel Good Talk. We definitely appreciate her here. So again, thanks again, Dawn, for your feedback, and always great to hear from you. So again, thank you.
Thank you.
Let me see. Wait a minute, I got another one. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, they coming, they loving you out here. Yes, I use essential oils. I'm the soaps and bath. Oh, wait a minute. In the
Yeah.
bath bombs I make.
Yep. So Tiffany, you're already doing it.
Mhm.
And the good thing is, like bath bombs and soaps, again, you're using it. It's getting in your system even when you're putting it on your skin. So the molecules of essential oils are so tiny. Not all molecules can enter your skin barrier.
Right.
Essential oil molecules actually enter your skin barrier, and it actually goes into your bloodstream, and your bloodstream is what carries it to your different cells. So that's really cool that she's doing that.
Hey Tiffany, I want to ask you a question too, because I was excuse me, I was asking Kendra, but she's essential oil. Now I was talking about the soaps. Now, as far as the soaps are concerned, a lot of the soaps that we make that I get are naturally made with goat milk, but they still need to have a hardener in them, which is
Lye.
Was it lye? I said, yeah, lye.
Yeah, lye.
Let me know exactly, how that works, and also, is that bad for your skin? Well, I know lye is bad for your skin, but that soap, should I be really using that on my face or just use it on my body? So just, I guess, hit me up with that one, since you do make the soaps and also the bath bombs. And by the way, I use a lot of the bath bombs as well. I love to take bath. I love that, that feeling of
right.
Because it soaks and it gets your mind right. You know what I mean? So I do a lot of bath bombs. I do a lot of bubble baths. I love it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, and I think the other question you had too was whether or not you can make soap without lye.
Yeah. And that's the question. Yeah. So Tiffany, hit us up on that. Let me know what's up. Oh, she says, wait a minute. She says, me too. We're a little bit behind on the program, so like we're lagging a little bit. We'll try to get the answers as we go along.
Yeah.
But again, keep them coming, y'all. We definitely love it. Keep them coming.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with that one. And she says, oh, okay, here she is right here. She says, I will definitely send you information. Okay, thank you. And if you would like to send information, just like the Feel Good Talk page, and you can send it. You can hit me with the inbox, and we'll go from there. And then we'll talk, and we'll go from there. So
yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. Awesome. This is an awesome conversation. I'm loving it. So
awesome.
Hold on, we got some more coming in. It says we have she says, yeah, I will be contacting you to place an order. Do you ship anywhere? Awesome information and good luck. So
thank you. Appreciate you. Yes, I do ship anywhere within the United States of America.
And I'm going to put that up there in a minute. You'll give me that information again so I can type that in here so people can see it, Kendra. I have that information. Matter of fact, it'll be after the next break. I'll have that on the form. That way, while we're breaking, we can put it on there. And hey, Tiffany, thank you. I like the page already. Thank you, sweetheart. We definitely appreciate the love over here. We try to give out information that's helpful and people can use. You know what I mean? So I try to get people that certified, know what they're talking about. And that's what we do. We try to make you feel good and learn at the same time. So thank you. And Izzy Meditate says, love, love, love. Thank you all for this wonderful information.
Yeah,
thank you, Izzy. Thank you. Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
And she says, I love it too. I stopped everything I was doing when I saw the topic. Thank you. You make me smile. We make me smile over here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, shout out to Kendra. You know what I mean? That she's the expert over here. I'm just taking it all in myself, And
thank you guys.
Halal fragrance, but she says wholesale. So they want to know, do you sell everything in wholesale as far as you're concerned?
Yeah, so that's something if you're interested in it, we can definitely talk about it offline for some wholesale prices.
All right.
That is not an issue.
Mm-hmm. And then we have Tiffany again. She says, yes, go Kendra.
Hey, you guys making me feel good. I need to take you with me. I'm just gonna walk around with my laptop and replay this interview and just
you know what I'm saying? And hey, like I said, you getting us some awesome information. And I love topics like this, stuff that can, help, inner and outer. This is awesome. So
I mean, the thing is, for me, I look back to essential oils, like I said at the beginning, it's not new, right? The ancient Greeks use it, ancient Chinese used it, all these ancient civilizations used it for healing, for beauty, for, all of these things. Spiritual uses, a lot of spiritual uses for either oils or plants that produce essential oils. And then I think back, I'm from the South. So I'm from South Carolina. My family's from South Carolina. Yeah. And from like the country of South Carolina. So when you go to one of my aunt's house and open her refrigerator door, she's got some tea there made with some plants of some sort, that can just clear you up right away.
Yeah, give me that tea with the red plant in it, baby.
Yeah, exactly. But it's something our ancestors have done for so long. You know what I mean? Using plants for healing, and we've moved away from that. So my thing is to let people know that there is another way. I'm not anti-medicine, I understand all that. Right. Everything has its time and its place. But I find in today's society, it's like you have whatever issue. I got a headache, I got a muscle ache, I have this. Like we're popping all of these pills.
Right.
And then because, if you remember what I said before, when a lot of these Western medicine, they can only target one thing. Right. So if you think about the interactions of a cell, it's called a cellular network. And if you think about an interaction of the cellular network, everything is connected. So when you just target one thing and you turn off one receptor, that has an impact on the rest of the receptors, because everything's supposed to be working, together. And then that impact is manifested as side effects. So that's why we get, you take this medicine, you get this side effect. Now you got to take this medicine to solve this side effect. So, I would like for more people to try natural solutions, even if it's teas or, tinctures or other types of things, just so we're not constantly flooding our body, because that creates like a toxic environment. And our bodies were designed to heal naturally. You brought up the example about the blood clot. Get a cut, your body's God put that in us for a reason. So either you can surround yourself with things that will help your body heal, or things that will either slow your healing or allow your body not to heal. So that's really where my passion is and why I love these types of talks, just to get the information out there.
Awesome. Sure. You know what? You said it in a nutshell too. Like, this Western medicine world, the medicine we take, put it like this, that they give out the doctors. Of course, there's no money in the cure. So of course they constantly, like you said, you take one thing, it makes the other part of your body weak, and it's just a mess. So again, I commend you on this as far as, giving us this stuff to go on, because a lot of times you can avoid all that stuff if you do this on a daily basis and take these essential herbs or essential oils and stuff of that nature to heal your body. So we do got some more questions here. We got Dawn. She says, you're doing it. Oh, thank you, Dawn. I appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate it. But all this goes to Kendra tonight. She's doing her thing, baby. And she says, all awesome sauce. Yes, that's all we got is awesome sauce over here. And she says, do you have an oil that's good for anxiety? There you go.
Yeah, so I know anxiety is a big one right now. So there's a number of different oils. Your citrus oils are really good for anxiety. If you think about when you open up an orange, you peel an orange, you get that scent of the orange, and it makes you feel a type of like way, very brightening. Or orange, I would call it like a brightening oil. So I would go with an orange essential oil. That's one that's common to find. The other one that I would go with is, again, you have your tangerine oil. There's also one of my favorite oils is bergamot orange. And that's a different species of orange that produces a nice, because bergamot orange gives you that citrus, but it's also like an earthy smell as well. And in fact, I tend to mix bergamot orange Actually, no, I don't mix bergamot orange because that scent is, I think, perfect by itself. Frankincense has been used in history for meditation. You know, that's a big meditative one that I would use. And you can blend, like we said before, if you blend like a frankincense, a lavender, a myrrh type of oil, all of those are like meditative types, and that's good. One of the things that I would say for anxiety, for things like anxiety, mental alertness, focus, get an essential oil diffuser. That's one of like the best things.
That was my next question too.
Yeah, essential oil diffuser. I mean, just for anything. So for example, me and my son share like the same study space. He's doing at-home school. I'm working. He has an essential oil diffuser over there by him. For his, I put in like rosemary, because there's been studies that show that when you're smelling rosemary and while studying, it helps with retention. So rosemary is one that I diffuse for him. For me, I might do a blend of like peppermint and orange, just because, you know, we all get like that 3 o'clock slump, you know, and that invigorates. That's an invigorating one. Another one to diffuse actually is tea tree oil, because tea tree oil helps to cleanse the air. So that's a really, really good one. And it actually has like a nice spa-like scent when you're diffusing it. So for anxiety, yes, get a citrus oil or a bark type of tree type of oil and diffuse it.
Wow. This is some good stuff. I'm learning a lot today. So, and you know what? I have a lot of essential oils. You know what I mean? I got it from the natural company. I'm not gonna name the names, but I get a lot of little bottles about that big, and they're pretty. They're really good. And I do have a diffuser, because that was the next question. Should they have a diffuser or you know, rub? Which is better? And you just answered the question right there.
Either way. Anxiety, respiratory issue, like it all works. So either way that you can manage, I would do that. And the one thing you said, because a lot of people get scared of essential oils, or they feel like they're too much, because you said it's like a little bottle.
Concentrated.
It's very concentrated. And that's the thing with essential oils. They are highly concentrated. So even though the bottle is like this, when you only need like maybe 2 drops, depending on the use. And then, so you only need a couple of drops. So it's gonna last you a long time, as long as you keep it closed really tight, the bottle.
Now with my diffuser, right, I use a little bit of water, and then I add the drops. Like you just said, I used about I use about 6-7 drops, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you talking about clearing my nose up. I was like, good God. I said,
exactly.
It was too much. I was like, wow. So I had to empty it out and put some more in there. I was like, that's too much, you know. So so you're right about that. So I must have the real deal, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that one, because I was Now we've been talking about all the positive effects and everything. Is there any adverse effects with certain essential oils that we may not know about?
Yep, absolutely. So just because something is natural doesn't mean that it doesn't have adverse effects.
Okay.
So what I would think about, some of the ones that come to mind is cinnamon. So cinnamon essential oil is what's called a hot oil. If you put it directly on your skin, it actually can like burn your skin, depending on how sensitive your skin is. Lemon essential oil, it's not recommended that, like, you can use lemon essential oil for dark spots on your face, a little bit on your cotton ball, and just go like that. However, after you put lemon on, and sometimes orange, you don't go out into the sun until like a couple of hours, because it can cause a reaction that's like a sunburn. So again, it depends on the, you know, how sensitive your skin is. The other thing is, I caution people against using the same essential oil over and over and over and over and over and over again. So if every night I'm putting on lavender every night, that can actually build up in your system. Now you would have to use an excessive amount, like really excessive amount.
Right,
But
right.
some people too might have like, if you're always putting it on your wrist, you might see a rash on your wrist and be like, oh, what happened? Because you're using like way too much there.
Okay.
So black pepper, there's actually a black pepper essential oil. That's one of my favorite ones.
Wow. Can
That
you answer the question? When you say black, what they use that for? That's I would like. What is that?
Yeah, so black pepper essential oil is great for muscle aches.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's great in a blend for muscle aches and ginger as well. So actually, black pepper and ginger mix is very good. There's also turmeric essential oil as well. That's good for that. But yeah, black pepper again is a hot oil. And then the other thing I tell people is if you smell an oil and you have like a just natural adverse reaction, oh, I don't like the smell, then don't use it. Yeah. There's like literally thousands of essential oils. You don't have to.
Yeah, I hear that. Shoot.
Yeah.
So hey, that was awesome. Before we even before we gotta take a commercial break, but before we do that, I gotta pay give how much my sponsor. So before I do that though, let the people know exactly where they can find you again.
Yes. So my website is www.more-life.com.
You said more dash like. Okay.
More-life. L-I-F.
Oh, L-I-F-A. Okay.
Yeah. So my last name is Moore, and I'm here to help people get more life. So there you go. That's where that comes. More-life. And then the other, you can reach me on Facebook at More Life LLC. And you can find me on Instagram and Facebook under Kendra Moore as well.
All right, awesome. So we're going to get right into this commercial. We'll be right back. Awesome. And here is the A game. This is a natural male herbal supplement. So everything's natural today. See how that all works out? And here's the A game.
This is A Game, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then bring your A game. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
And there you have it, the A game. Again, if like I said, some good stuff. If you're looking to improve your vitality, energy, strength, and libido, definitely check out the A game. Also, to build up your immune system, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836. And I just put did I do it right?
There just needs to be a dash between the more and the life.
Before the more, okay, we're gonna fix that right now. Then we're gonna put a dash right there.
You got technology for days.
Yeah, so we got to put a dash there for you. Bam. Let's see if that works. Wait a minute. Let me make sure it goes in. Okay, it should be good. There it is. Bam. Is that right? There it is. Perfect. www.more-life.com. So definitely check her out. Like I said, you know your stuff. And I had a couple questions I want to ask you. You're so busy and you're doing your thing out there as far as, the essential oils and, helping people out there get their lives straight. What do you do in your spare time?
Oh, gosh. When I do have spare time, before the shutdown, what I love to do, I love cafes. I love teas. I love coffees, So for me, unwinding that, I'm also a big outdoor person, not hiking, but I'm not hiking, but I just love being outside. So anything that's like an outdoor festival or even just going, traveling, checking out something local that's different. That's what I really like to do. Now, since we do have COVID, one thing that my son and I have been doing, which is fun, is clearing off the dining room table and putting across one of those ping pong nets.
Okay.
Ping pong, yeah. So he's been whipping my butt in that, but it's been fun. So you got to make the best of it,
Right. That's awesome. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bunch of fun,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
look, let me tell you right now, this virus has gotten people a lot of, creative as far as everything is concerned now, because it's not too much to do anymore,
Yeah, yeah.
So again, that's good. So once again, they can reach you again at let's let them know again. I got that there.
Yep. more-life.com. You can find me on Facebook at More Life LLC, or you can just look me up under Kendra Moore on Facebook. On Instagram, it is Kendra Moore 726. So you can find me there, or you can find me at More Life on Instagram as well. So either one of those avenues, feel free to hit me up. Questions, I'm happy to answer.
Hey, I just want to let everybody know we've been talking about it, but check us out, Feel Good Talk. You can find us on LinkedIn at Feel Good Talk, on Facebook at Feel Good Talk, YouTube at FGT, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business, and Instagram at Feel.GoodTalk. Definitely check us out. In January, we're going to transition over to streaming to Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV. That's coming in January by way of Choice TV. We just made partnership, and everything will be transitioning over in January. So definitely check us out. And we're going to have access to over 80 million viewers worldwide. So definitely check us out. We're doing some great things over here. And if you have anything you would like to share, any business, I don't know, if you're an entrepreneur, anything, just give us a call. And especially if it's something that's going to, help someone. So definitely give us a call so we can get you on and, share your story. So again, I had a great time tonight. Hey, Kendra, I learned a lot from you, and I definitely appreciate you for coming on. It was definitely a pleasure. And you got any last words before we get out of here?
Man, I just want to thank you so much. I mean, you're such a positive influence, a positive vibe, and giving all these entrepreneurs a chance, including myself, to reach the world. So many blessings to you. And thank you to everyone who asked the question and watched the show and stayed with us. So much love. Thank you. Hey,
thank you, Kendra. I appreciate you. And again, thanks to everybody that chimed in. Hold on, we got some more before we get out of here. We got some other people on here. And wait a minute. Hold on. Here it is right here. We have Izzy says, Kendra, very awesome. You are the first essential oil coach. This is very much needed.
Oh, thank you.
It's very true. As my partner in crime, Izzy, that is very true because, like I said, I know, natural herbs and stuff like that. And, I didn't know how important essential oils were. I mean, I use them, but I didn't know how important they were. And the knowledge that you gave me, I understand now how important and how much needed it is. So that was a great point, Izzy. Thank you for that. And also, Dawn Lee Thomas says, thank you again. Awesome show. Hey, thank you, Dawn. And I hope you get well soon. I know you were down and a little under the weather or whatever. So, take care and be safe. And also, Tiffany Fuller says, congrats. Hey, thank you, Tiffany. I definitely appreciate you. And I am looking for that recipe. That sounds crazy, recipe for the soap. Actually, that's what I'm going to get into, making some soaps, because I love the natural soaps and the way she makes them. So she's going to show me how to make them. But I want to try to make it without the lye, though. Maybe, we'll talk about it. So
I want a bar. I want a few bars.
I got you. But that's neither. Right now is all about the essential oils and, Kendra Moore. So we definitely appreciate you. And anytime you would like to come on, please feel free. Give me a call. If you got anything you want to promote, let me know. And we'll get it out there for you, no doubt. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Hey, thank you, Kendra. Hey, much love. And thanks to everybody that participated and actually, gave us some feedback. We definitely appreciate y'all. We love y'all out there. Have a great day. Be safe. Be safe. I'll catch you and I see you when I see you. Peace.